Well, it's another day and it's another time we get to talk about another iPhone that was completely ahead of its time when it first actually came out. Now, there's two different iPhones I want to hit on. One that was quite a bit of time ago and one that is completely current that I would still probably recommend you guys to pick up. So the first one being the iPhone 4. This was a very, very important iPhone in the complete iPhone lineup in general. Now, when you think about the most prominent phones, the most popular phones of all time, you may think of the iPhone 13s, 12s, the iPhone whatever, even the iPhone 6. But the iPhone 4 is one of the most impactful iPhones of all time, and this is one of those devices that I personally think was super ahead of its time. First of all, the flat sides. That has been brought back last year, and it's still on these latest iPhones. That in and of itself is one of the most important things for sure. On top of that, the front-facing camera, which is another big asset for this type of device. The flat back, which I really hope Apple brings back for the next iPhones, which has been rumored to. This is another big update that ended up coming with this specific phone. And the glass back, which is something that we are all kind of used to now, but Apple went several years without putting a full glass back on these iPhones. From the iPhone 5, the 5S, 6, 6S, 7, eventually they brought it back with the 8 in 2017. So there were several years between having a glass back and not having a glass back. And it's pretty crazy Apple actually went ahead and did that because, they eventually brought it back, we're happy about it. But this iPhone actually originated it. So the iPhone 4 definitely ahead of its time. But there is another iPhone, the iPhone 10, which in my opinion is one of the most impactful phones of all time for sure. Now this device came out in 2017, so it's pushing almost 5 years old. Next year it's going to be 5 years old. And this is a beautiful phone in so many different ways still. And I compare my iPhone 10 every time there's a new iPhone, I compare it to it. And I am so surprised about the similarities there are between an iPhone 10 and an iPhone 13. To be honest, an iPhone 10 in 2021 going into 2022 is still a tremendous phone in so many different ways. And if I were you, I would probably recommend picking up an iPhone 10 if you have any iPhone that's older than it. So that's including the iPhone 8s, the iPhone 7, 6S. I would go for that iPhone 10. It is a much better phone in pretty much every single area. Now, it doesn't mean it's perfect, but when you look at that notch, you look at Face ID, you look at that beautiful display, you look at the kind of great build quality, that design and everything has pretty much been future-proofed with every single iteration of, iPhone. Of course, the newer iPhones have way better cameras, better battery life, better build quality, Pro Motion display, all that stuff. But the iPhone 10 still has exactly what you need on it, and I am a massive fan for sure of the iPhone 10 series as well. So overall, iPhones are some of my favorite devices of all time, and there were two iPhones that were way ahead of their time, the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 4. The 4, beautiful phone, flat sides, glass back, front-facing camera. The iPhone 10 more currently, beautiful phone, the notch display, OLED display, glass on the back, just full on premiumness. And if I were you, I would definitely pick up an iPhone 10 in 2021 going into 2022. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.